So in this video, I'm going to show you how I rented out one of my short-term Airbnb rental properties with no furniture. That's right. There's nothing in it. I'm talking about no cups, no chairs, no bathroom furnishings, no beds, nothing. And I want to show you exactly how I did it actually, because I want to push you over the edge so you don't wait. I want you to take action, right? We're going to go over the numbers. And I actually I was going to buy this. I bought this house to flip it, right? But when I was looking at the numbers, you can't, my mentor always said, you can't win the game selling the asset. So I'm going to show you what the numbers were when we were going to flip it, and then what the short-term rental numbers are as well. This tenant, I put it up on the website. We got a booking in one day. They're going to pay us $10,000 to stay in this property, y'all, with no furniture. Let's do it. All right, class, it's Chris Haskins with therealestateroundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Thank you for letting me serve you. I cannot tell you how much of an honor it is for you to spend and invest your time with us here at the Roundup. So what are we doing here? We're talking about short-term travel nurse, vacation rentals, Airbnb, all that stuff. Hot right now, right? We're approaching summer. Everybody's got to get out. They want to get out and move, right? So I bought this property, I don't know, last year, end of the year. I'm gonna show you the pictures of the property in a second, but I want to show you what I was thinking as we were doing this property. We were renovating it to flip it. So I purchased it for $245. Let me say we purchased it. I don't do anything by myself. Nothing. I don't do anything by myself. Now the ARV was $360, $350 to $360. We put 40 in it. So the cost to sell this was roughly $20,000 to $25,000 round up. All these numbers are approximate. I mean, you know how real estate is up and down. Construction, always more, right? Always more. Cost to sell, closing costs, all that stuff, always more. So we were going to make right around $50,000, right? That was going to be our profit on this deal. This is a standard deal. I think we've been in it for 4 or 5 months now. So as we were approaching the end of this flip, started looking at it, like, you know what? This thing is actually kind of nice. I like it because it doesn't have a big yard. It's in a small little community. It's got an HOA that includes the water, little things. And I'm like, maybe we could hold on to this one. So I'm talking to Ron, like, Ron, you know what? I know we've been talking about Airbnb arbitrage. That's where we actually rent a property. Then we rent it out to a short-term tenant, right? But this one here it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. So I talked to my investors. They were cool with it. We're going to pay them the interest and all that. They're like, you know what? Maybe we could possibly turn this thing into an Airbnb or a short-term rental. So I started to do my research. I went right here to Airbnb. I looked on here to see what other properties are renting in my area. I want to know what is everybody else doing. So let's look at our first slide here. Pulled it up. 0 properties on Airbnb for rent in that area. And I'm in that little circle area there. I'm like, you know what? No supply. No supply. Okay. Then I went to AirDNA. AirDNA is another website that you can subscribe to kind of give you the average days, not the average nights booked. What is the average monthly, nightly rate, monthly rate, all that stuff. I went to AirDNA. Once again, nothing in my little area up there. So, got my wheels spinning. Right? Could it be possible that when the supply is low, demand's high? Just like over the last few years with the real estate market in general. Less people are selling their houses, so it's less supply. What happens when the supply is low? Demand goes way up through the roof, right? So I'm like, whatever. I don't want to do this, but let's give it a shot. You can't win the game selling the assets, right? So you saw the numbers break down when we were going to buy it. But here are the numbers I start to think about. What if I want to keep this one, right? So the monthly payment is roughly $1,300. That's going to be with taxes and insurance. Every time we get a cleaning, it's going to be $170. Utilities on a 4-bedroom property, right around $400. And some costs is probably $10,000 to stage it. 4 or 5 beds, dressers, a couple living room sets, TVs everywhere, bedroom furnishings, linens, washer dryer. We had to get a refrigerator, all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, so let me do this. Before I even walk down this road, Roundup, here's the magic. I'm doing this video because I want to push you over the edge to at least explore doing short-term rentals. I'm the same way. I'm nervous. Every time I do a deal, I think, what's the worst that could happen for me? What's the worst that could happen? So I put it up. I get it all staged. I spend 10 grand. Nobody wants to book it. That's my fear. Every time I do a deal, when I flip a house, every time I buy a house, I'm like, man, you know what? What if nobody wants to buy this house? What if nobody wants to live here? I think that. Y'all may not think so, but I'm like, I'm human just like you. I make mistakes. So I spend all this money, get staged. No one wants to stay there, right? So then I said, what if I could just throw this thing up on the Airbnb website with no furniture and see what type of bites we get? Now, this has happened a few days ago. So let me show you the pictures I put up. And remember, y'all, this is empty house. Let's take a look at these pictures. Look at the kitchen, nothing in the kitchen, not even a refrigerator. Look at this. Both living rooms, let's say family room, the den area there, the bathrooms, nothing on the bathroom counters. The bedrooms, nothing but carpet and a fan. So I hope you are enjoying watching these pictures because you just never know what the person that's looking for will see. See, with Airbnb and short-term rentals, there are a million different reasons that people want to stay. It could be a wedding, could be somebody died, somebody graduating, somebody's moving here, somebody's moving away. So what I found out when I put it up there, I was nervous. I'm like, you know what, here's the pictures, whatever. Let me show you what came through the next day. So this is the picture that came through. The young lady, what happened was she lives here, her lease is up, she's relocating out of town. Really, a very unique, an extremely unique client here. So her lease is up. Now they need a place to stay for the next few months so that their kids can finish up school. Okay, so let me see if I can oblige. I like to oblige. So she put the stuff in. I'm like, when I saw the request come in, I'm like, $900. I'm thinking $900. I'm looking down. I'm like, that's $9,000. $9,000. I'm like, how many nights does this lady want to stay? You see here it has $129. She's staying 76 nights, y'all. 76 nights. It's my first booking off the top. They round up. My Lord have mercy. We're pulling in almost 10 grand on this one, right? It could have been more. I don't know what's up with those little specials I put in. I gave away 2 grand. I gave away too much. So she wants to stay, let her kids finish school and then move, right? She wants to, her lease is up. No one wants to pull their kids out of school before the end of the school year, put them in the new school. It's always a big mess. So now if we make 10 grand on our first guest, what is that going to pay for? What is that going to pay for? It's going to pay for the staging. So now I'm going to make some money, but still I'm spending it all to stage it. To round up, I made this video for you in real time. All I'm doing is documenting. I'm just documenting because I want to push you over the edge. Now, Clarence and I have put together the short-term rental mastermind to help you set all this stuff up, whether you own a property or not, right? The short-term rental mastermind is going to be a 2-week thing where you're going to come on with us once a week. We're going to do training sessions with you. You're going to get access to the Facebook group, and we're going to do a bus tour for you because I love you right here in town. I want you to come here and see, you got to taste what one of these things looks like. What does it look like? What does it feel like as you walk through the furniture? What are we putting in these things? You can see it on the screen, but being live is the key. So we're going to open up the short-term rental mastermind here in a few days. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You got to hit that button because this is where all the action lives. And there are some links in the video description below where you're going to see you can join our email list and get a website and get finance, and all that stuff's in the video description. So make sure you click through those things. It's going to help your business. But round up, you do not have a property that's completely fully staged in order for you to start making money on Airbnb, right? Look at that. We got it. This thing is done. This deal is over. I told the lady, look, no, non-refundable. I want to make sure she was straight. So you don't have to have it all warm and fuzzy when you're getting started, okay? Just take action. I don't know why, but the universe likes to reward those who take action, all right? So if your property, if you own one or you want to work with a landlord and it's not quite ready to go, put up what you have. And I put in the description, house isn't staged yet. We're staging it as we speak. It will be done by the time you move in. I put all that in there. We're still finishing up the renovations, all that stuff. But this is what I have. This is what I got right now. So start with what you have. Start with what you have and then see what happens. I didn't want to go out there and spend 10 grand staging all this thing, bringing beds and moving stuff all around. I didn't want to do that. Neither do you. Try it, Roundup. Try it, okay? So make sure you subscribe, like this content if I'm helping you at all, and share with anybody else that's on the fence with short-term rentals. This thing is real, y'all. You saw the numbers. All right? I'll see you on the next video and my new Mastermind people. I look forward to working with you and pushing you over the edge, electrifying you to get your next short-term rental property. It's Kris Haskins over and out. Peace.